Hello, this is Jess. This is chat session number 123. March 3rd. It's Saturday morning around about 9:30 a.m. And worked last night, got home around 3. Went back with a buddy from work and went to IHOP. Ate breakfast, and then I brought back some breakfast for Anita, and I guess I got back over here about 4:15, 4:30, so she was ready to eat. She leaves around 5:30. And I'm off tonight, and Anita gets off at noon. Like I said, it's 9:30. Getting ready to go in there and catch a couple hours sleep. We're gonna go out on a date or do something, do some shopping, hang out. So need to get a little bit of rest. So there won't be any tidbits of history today. I read about on this date, Helen Keller met, I guess, Anne Sullivan, the lady that taught her how to come back from an illness. They're saying probably scarlet fever, that kind of stuff, and she couldn't speak or read or write, and this lady, Anne Sullivan, went to town with her, went to work on her, and she became a legend of, the determination of somebody who can't speak or read or write. She graduated from college, just all kinds of amazing things. So it was a good little bit of history, but like I said, I just read it over. I didn't take any notes on it, so I'll leave it there at that. That was Anne Sullivan meeting Helen Keller today. All right. So it's March 3rd. I guess spring's coming up on us pretty soon. It was a little cool overnight. Got down into the low 40s. I'd say about 45, 44. So yeah, it was still a little cool. There was a bit of a breeze, but not so bad. A lot warmer than 19 and 20 and all that stuff. All right, well, football season's over with, of course, Super Bowl and all that stuff. But a lot of stuff going on in the off season. A lot of trading, a lot of stuff. People getting excited about the draft, that kind of stuff. Russell Wilson's playing for the New York Yankees. Baseball. That's his off season, I guess, is playing in the off season, playing professional baseball. So interesting stuff. Other than that, I'd like to say, hey, Ricky Bobby, what's up? Gonna be bringing my car out to you tomorrow, so we can do these spark plugs and these wires. Second time in probably 3 months, I guess a mouse or whatever has gotten up inside my engine out here in the parking lot of this apartment complex and ate the damn wire right off the spark plug. So I had to go out and get that this morning. That's where I've been, getting the spark plugs and the spark plug wires. I'm going to change those in about this time tomorrow morning. I did get to hear a whole lot of cool music last night when I worked. A lot of Triumph, Scorpions, UFO. I heard some opera. I don't know who it was, but it was definitely a foreign language opera. Some classical music, regular classical music, and some Yngwie. Heard a couple of Yngwie songs thrown in there. But it was a good listening session. Some Yes. I always seem to forget those guys. But that was my work. again, I'm off Saturday and Sunday. Really looking forward to really just hanging out with the Needs this evening. But tomorrow, just she goes to work. It's going to be relaxing. My leg's doing real well. It's not swelling up so much anymore. Kind of going back to normal. Still a little club footish on the bottom. It's swollen in the foot area, but it's getting better each day as long as I rest it when I'm home. But on this chat session, the thing that amazes me is that people say, oh, these guys just that are running our government, they're just making all these promises because election time's coming up, and they're just saying if this and if that, and we can do this, hoping that they'll get reelected, and then they can go back to lying and change their vote. I mean, they're bought by the corporations. Whoever has the most money wields the most power when it comes to legislation. Unfortunately, that's what our government has come to, and I think that we need to each individual needs to examine exactly what that means. It means that these guys are in there, and the Supreme Court passed that, I don't even remember what it was called now, but they passed the thing that corporations are people too, and therefore they're legally able to give money to candidates and to actual senators and congressmen, that kind of stuff. It's a crying shame. Used to be unethical. They used to, if they did do it, they would definitely do it behind the scenes where few people would pay attention to it. But now they do it right out in the open because apparently it's legal. So that's just something to think about in the scheme of all this. Every president does certain things, that's been happening since we've had presidents. They do their own thing. They got their agenda. They bring in these government people to, surround themselves with people they like, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, Trump's just takes the cake, in my opinion, the way these posts that these people have no idea about how the government works. They're just business people, and he's throwing them in all these positions, and they're just resigning left and right because they don't know what the heck's going on. And he just keeps continually saying, hey, everything's great, I'm the best president, and all this stuff, and screw Obama. And we need to get on with stuff. There's some serious stuff going on. Russia's like showing videos of their missiles hitting Florida, simulated videos or whatever, and there's nothing we can do about it. He said it's the latest technology. They've really ramped up their rhetoric, and Trump's just taking it easy with them, letting them do whatever they want to do, and not putting sanctions on them, not doing, they voted to increase the sanctions on Russia, and he's just dragging his ass. He's president, his prerogative, man. They're going to look at this later on in history and say, what a buffoon. He may be a businessman, he might have a lot of money, but he has no idea about politics. I mean, he's a negotiator. I mean, granted, you try to find the positive stuff, but he's negotiating. His skills either are slipping, or he's just not as good a negotiator as he claims to be. But that's political stuff. It's nonsense. I just I don't want to think about it anymore. And at the same time, I need to, because look what's going on. We're just being hammered with all these new ideas and regulations and deregulations, and it's just getting on my nerves a little bit. There's nothing changing. They're just doing a lot of yak, 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 yak. Now, he did say that he was going to executive order tariffs on metal and aluminum. But think that he'll change his mind before he signs it, because he had people that sold off a bunch of stuff that had to do with metal stocks or whatever. And then just as soon as he made that announcement, the stock market crashed. 400 or 500 points were lost in that one day, all that stuff. And he had some friends that sold off the day before or that morning before he made the announcement. So I don't think he's going to sign it into law. We'll see next week, but I don't think he will, because the other countries around the world are already like, you're just going to drive up. It doesn't do anything except make things more expensive for us, the people that are paying him his salary, to make America great again. He's going to run up prices, probably because he owns half the businesses that are profiting from all this mess. That's one thing about being president and being a businessman. They need to get some clear-cut guidelines. If you're going to be a billionaire, be a billionaire. Don't plan on running our government. It never turns out well when money is the driving force behind a government and they do things that they shouldn't do. So, I guess we'll leave it at that. This is Jess. Again, chat session number 123. Enjoyed coming in each day and saying, hey, what's up, to people, and to hope that people will hang on and there's going to be some changes. I'm getting ready to make some advancements, with time here. I work a full-time job, all this other stuff right now, but there's getting ready to be some loosening up of some time, and maybe it's less sleep, I don't know. But that's all coming. But this is Jess. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Have a great Saturday. I know I'm going to have fun later on, going out with Anita and hanging out, going shopping, doing stuff. Till next time, have a great day.